Welcome to Now. I'm your host, Curtis Parody. Now's the show about the things happening in the world right now. Yep, right now. Today's episode involves a topic that no one wants to think about. What happens when you're on a plane and something starts going wrong or someone goes freaking crazy? This is one of the reasons that I absolutely detest air travel. I always have the feeling when I sit on the plane that something bad's really gonna happen. Now, so far I've been lucky, knock on wood. I don't see any wood nearby. Ah! Anyway, here's the story for you. A plane on its way from Paris to Pittsburgh had to make an emergency landing recently because one of its passengers thought that they had an explosive device inside of them. The key word here is thought. Now, there were doctors on the plane to check the subject over, and they found that there were no scars from a recent surgery, meaning she was lying and crazy! Yep, crazy! So because I want to, here is my reenactment of what possibly happened on that plane. So I'm sitting on my flight from Paris to Pittsburgh, and then I remember, oh yeah, I have a bomb inside of me. I then take my sweet time and, write it out onto a piece of paper all nice like, and then slip it to the steward. Now the steward, being professional, takes this seriously, obviously taking the paper, and then alerts the proper authorities on the plane. Because, when you get a note like this, you probably do that. Now this kind of maybe possibly went something like this. Oh my God, you have a bomb inside of you? Ah! Everyone duck and cover, this lady's gonna blow! Okay, maybe it didn't quite go something like that. I might have been over-exaggerating it slightly, but hey, that's how I would respond to that situation. Okay, so now they have the lady restrained, because what else do you do to a crazy person when you're 1,000 feet in the air? Well, personally, here's what I would try. 2 things. Number 1, I would shove her out the door. Yeah. Even though, the doors don't open on aircrafts when they're in the air due to the cabin pressure not allowing them to open. Number 2, I would try flushing her down the toilet. Because nothing bad ever happens, when you try to flush a person down the toilet, right? Okay, so maybe not. Anyway, then a doctor on board comes over, because he's, cool and he's on the plane and he's like, I can help this situation. And he checks out the patient and then he says, lady, you have no medical scars. And then the lady and then the steward are like, what? I'm sorry, but I don't think you have a bomb inside of you. What? Yep, you're just crazy. Yep, that's my diagnosis as a doctor. Because I'm now a doctor. So basically, the crazy lady didn't have a bomb inside of her. Yay! That's awesome, because, bombs inside of people are bad. Yes! Oh my God, yes! Not gonna die today. But to be safe, let's land this plane so that we can all be safe. And that's my retelling of what possibly happened on the plane, even though I wasn't there. So basically, to end this story, the plane landed safely and the lady was arrested for being mentally unstable because, she thought she had a bomb inside of her, except, how would you not remember, having a surgery in which a bomb was placed inside of you? I don't know. Maybe that sort of stuff just slips your mind every once in a while. Someone cuts you open, puts an explosive device in there, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Just like I forgot how I went and got milk the other day. In the long run, no one was injured on the flight, which is awesome. And that's the type of news that I really like to report about because I'm not a big fan of reporting on the death. Let's report on the things that are happy. A bunch of people were saved because someone was crazy on a plane, but they knew how to handle it. That makes sense. So now, after my dramatic reenactment of what happened on this plane, I have a question for you. What would you do if you were the flight attendant and you got the note slipped to you that, this person thought they had a bomb inside of them? Tell me in the comment section below how you would react. Would you react like me and go freaking crazy, which is probably not the best thing since, you're supposed to be taking care of the passengers, but I never said I'd make a good flight attendant. I'd love to know all of this in the comments section below. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Links to all that and more in the description below. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button above to get more videos like this sent to you. Also, if you're having problems getting your subscriptions lately, I recommend following me on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+, like I said before, because I'm always pushing updates out there. Or you can check out the website at thecurtisparodyshow.ca. I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now.